I'd like to welcome everyone to the 1995 Salem Heritage Days Parade. We have a absolutely beautiful, perfect day for a parade. We have some wonderful division marshals. Our grand marshal this year is the Salem High School basketball team. And our division marshals, for the first division, you'll be seeing Captain Gig Michaud. Second division, you'll be seeing Jean Marie Rockner from the Council on Aging. Our third division is Register of Probate and Salem City Councilor Jane Sturgewalt. Our fourth division is our state representative, Mike Ruane. And for the fifth division, we have Fran Goodhue and Kathy Carlton, who are a member of the Salem Girl Scouts. So we have a terrific day coming up, and I know that you're going to enjoy it. We have 5 divisions, and let's take a look at what we're going to be seeing up here. I hope you enjoy the day. Fairly soon. They're on a really nice float decorated in the Salem witches colors, so we look forward to seeing them. As we see now approaching, we have an antique fire truck from the city of Medford that was nice enough to be joining in the parade with us. So as they're waving to us, there's a nice camaraderie with the fire departments and all the area communities. Here we're seeing the grand marshals are coming after this fire truck, the West Newbury fire truck. Okay, here we see our grand marshals in the 1995 parade. It is the Salem High School basketball team and cheerleaders. Again, as we said before, the Salem Witches are the state champions, and their 3 captains are Saul Mateo, James Scooney Penn, and Phil Downs. As they're waving to the cameras as they pass by, they're the cheerleaders. So they put together a terrific float. Hi, I'm here with Phil Downs. He's the captain of the Salem basketball team. Tell us about what your thoughts are on the Heritage Days. Introduce some of your people for us and just give us your thoughts.
My thoughts on the Heritage Day Parade is everyone here is very excited to be in the parade, and it's an honor to be the Grand Marshal of the parade. We'd like to thank the Heritage Day Committee and Snapple, one of our sponsors, and to introduce some of the players. We got James Penn. Everyone knows him as Scooney.
Want to say a few words? You got a shy group here. Who else?
We got one of my other captains right here, Salem Mateo.
No?
We got a new captain right here, Matt Condon. He's taking the flame. Kevin Dion. Oh, look at everyone shy. I'll take the mic. just give me the mic. I'll take it. All right. We got Pat Creedon right here, Kevin Doggett, Jay Savanowitz, Sean Stellato, and our manager, Kevin Dion. Introduce some of the cheerleaders. We have Jen Buffard. Zach. Oh, Steve wasn't here. I'm sorry. That's Steve Sorrento, Zach Billings, We got Jen Santos, Aaron Gallagher, Kelly Gallagher, my fault. Kelly Gallagher. We got Jocelyn. What's your last name, Jocelyn? Mason. Sorry about that. We got CC Watt. All right. We got Kim Watt, Micho, and I think Shannon O'Keefe right here, and Amy. These are she was a captain for cheerleader, and so was in Gen Boo 5. Who else we got? And Lauren Babonda. Can't forget Lauren. And the other manager, my cousin, Stephen Cook. Say hi. That's it. Well, we'd like to say thank you to everybody, and I hope you like the parade. Thank you very much.
Have a good time, guys. Now we're seeing Mayor Neil Harrington, who's starting to lead the escort division of the parade. Mayor Harrington has always been supportive of all of the events of Salem Heritage Days, so we're glad to see that he's here. Should we have him sit down with us? Okay. Here we see our police color guard with Captain St. Pierre, who's leading the contingency. I'll tell you, we really wouldn't be able to have the events as successful as they are without the cooperation of the Salem Police Department. They've really been wonderful. Captain Rodney Camo has been pretty terrific, helping us throughout the year. Now, I'm sure that you can hear we have the Waltham Legion Marching Band. This band was sponsored by Mayor Neil Harrington, and Dorothy Hill is the person who is conducting the parade. She's been in the parade for so many years. It's been just wonderful having her. She has about 35 to 40 people that march in her band, along with the trolley that she brings with her. She always leads our parade. She's absolutely terrific. She has traveled around the world, so we're always happy to have her starting off her parade. She does a wonderful job for us. You can hear that the crowd really enjoys having her here. They're always a great band to start off the parade. They're really a crowd pleaser, and we're really happy to have them here. We now see our Salem City Councilors who are marching in the parade. They're about to take their position on the reviewing stand for us. We now have Senator Fred Berry, who is coming apart in that car. Again, we have Senator Fred Berry that's passing by us right now. Now we're looking at the AOH contingency, Division 18 from Salem, Massachusetts. They're a color guard. Now we're seeing Dottie Vibert, who is the chairwoman of Salem's Heritage Days Senior Night. Dottie's been doing that for the past 4 or 5 years, and the seniors always have an absolutely terrific time. She's going to be getting out of her car to join the city council members and the rest of the Heritage Days committee on the reviewing stand. The Heritage Days Committee has started, they normally start their meetings back in January to bring you all of these events here in August. So it really is a labor of love by all the volunteers that are on this committee. So Dottie Vibert, as you can see there, is the woman who's responsible for bringing 300 seniors. She organizes the senior night that includes a very nice dinner, dancing, and the sponsor for that event has been James Crosby of Crosby's Market. Now we can see the Salem Heritage Days Committee that's coming up. This committee is about 35 members now. And again, without the committee, we would not be able to bring you the type of events that we bring you, whether the individuals are chairmen or just working the events. I mean, they're at everything, and it's a complete dedication that these people are able to do this for you. They're just a terrific group of people, so if you're interested in joining the committee, you can contact Linda Vaughn, who's the chairman. We have a lot of dedicated people here, and you'll see some more that are coming up on the trolley behind you. People have been on this for years. It's just a wonderful experience and really reflective of the city of Salem and its community. Now we're hearing the Dixie Jazz Kings on the Salem trolley. Jazz Kings are from Lynn, Mass. Now we're seeing the city of Salem, their recycling organization that's been very successful in Salem. The mayor's been very supportive of that, and we're really happy that they can come out and participate in the parade today. Stephen Dibble is there, and we can see the recycling truck that's coming. Here's the recycling truck that you'll be seeing all around the town and the blue bins that are there. So it's been a very successful endeavor in the city of Salem. Me showed he's the division marshal for the first division of Salem Heritage Days. Gay, can you share some of your thoughts on Heritage Days and what it means to be a division marshal?
Well, it's really great because I've marched in other locations and in other parades, and there aren't any parades like the Heritage Day Parade. The crowds that come out are just, enormously enthusiastic and very well attended. Usually, I can tell you, the weather is so warm that I've already lost 5 pounds before the parade starts. Today, it's a nice cool breeze. It's a beautiful day today. But Heritage Day Parade is the finest. Great.
Well, you certainly are heading up all the divisions, so we're going to look for you and promising a big parade behind you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Have a nice time on the parade route.
I will. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
The division marshal of this first division is Captain Gig Michaud. He has been a division marshal on several occasions, and he does a wonderful job. He organizes that division, and we're really pleased to have him. He does a terrific job. This division is actually considered our military division, so Captain Gig Michaud, we're very glad to have him here, and he's always, if he's not off on detail or duty, he's always willing to volunteer to do this for us. Now what we're looking at here is the VFW post color guard from post 1524. We can hear some fire shots in the background. Now we're seeing the color guard of disabled American veterans from the state of Maine that are coming. They're coming all the way down from Biddeford, Maine to join us today. And they always march with the Sanford Springfield Parade Band, so we're really glad to have them here. They've always enjoyed coming to the parade, and Salem has always had a very warm welcome for them, so we're really glad that they've traveled all this time to be part of our parade. Now we see the Sanford Springfield Marching Band. This band is all the way from Sanford, Maine. The band consists of 20 musicians, 2 flag bearers. They've been in our parade for the last several years. They really enjoy coming here, and we're really happy to have them. They're really a crowd pleaser. They have a terrific time along the parade route, and so why don't we listen? But she is a member of the Salem Heritage Days Committee. She is the chairwoman of Children's Night, and she's also running for Ward 2 City Council. So Regina will be joining us shortly. She's wearing many different hats, and we're happy to have her here. So she's just finished Children's Night, which is probably the most labor-intensive event that we planned, and she's done a terrific job. We have thousands and thousands of children, and she provides a night of entertaining for them. And here come Regina's supporters. They're marching in the parade, and that's great to see them. And we're seeing the float that she's put together. So that was a float that was made by Regina's supporters, and looks like they've had a wonderful time watching the parade route. Now what we're looking at is we're looking at the Naval Air Station Color Guard. They're from South Weymouth, and we're really happy to have them here. Now we're seeing the Marine Detachment 1797, Captain Bill Moss. They're from Harvard, Massachusetts. And I think they're about 8-member contingency. And this is the first year that they're in the parade, so we're really happy to have them here. Our Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts that are marching Pack 24. So they're always in the parade, and we're really glad to have them here today. Hopefully they'll be waving to the camera. Now what we're seeing is Vincent's Potato Chip, who is putting in their antique fire truck. The fire engine has Vincent Witch and the Snacker Duck. So they've been very, very supportive of being in the parade, and they've been in it for the past several years. Vincent's Potato Chip is located in Salem, and they have this great antique fire engine that they're putting in the parade with their duck and the witch. seeing the 2nd Corps Cadet that are marching towards us. The 2nd Corps Cadets Veterans Associations are from Beverly, and they're a marching unit with the color guard. Now we're seeing Michael Harris and the Colonial Band of Lawrence. Michael is a candidate that's running for mayor in the city of Salem. So he's got a wonderful band here. And to be in the parade, so the band that we're listening to. Colonial Band of Lawrence right now that's playing in front of the reviewing stand. You can look forward to each band performing in front of the reviewing stand, so not only will you be able to see them, but you'll be able to hear them as they play or tune. You can hear the applause from the crowd. You can tell that people enjoy hearing them and listening to them. They bring a lot to the parade, and we're really glad to have them here today. We're now seeing our National Guard vehicles that are driving by us. The National Guard vehicles are closing out the 1st Division for us, and we're getting ready to take a look at the 2nd Division after the vehicles pass by us. You can see the National Guards. Their National Guardsmen are walking by us, and they brought an equipment with them. There's a happy National Guard. You can see the crowd that's in front of the reviewing stand today. The parade route is lined with people watching and waiting for the parade to come down. We might want to take this opportunity to let you know what the parade route is. The parade route begins on Lafayette Street down to Congress Street. But what we're looking at right now is a reviewing stand. We can see Councilor Lenny O'Leary, Council President Sally Hayes, Councilor Stanley Yusevich, Councilor David Goudreau, looks like Councilor John Donahue is up there. Okay, we're back on the parade route, and we're looking to start the 2nd Division. The 2nd Division Marshal is Jean Marie Rockner from the Council on Aging. She does a great job with the senior citizens that are in our city, and they just enjoy having her here. She's very helpful letting us set up in front of the Council on Aging and accessing the building so we can put together this event for you today. And she also is the person who is responsible for when distributing the tickets for senior night at the Council on Aging. Jean Marie, give us your thoughts on Salem Heritage Days.
I think Salem Heritage Days is a wonderful event. It certainly brings the people of Salem close together. It also brings people in from surrounding communities. You see how much camaraderie there is in the city of Salem, and I think it's one of the best things that has happened to Salem, and looking forward to next year's 35th anniversary.
Great, are you looking forward to the parade route?
I sure am.
Well, it's a wonderful day. Have a lot of fun.
Thanks a lot.
Jean Marie.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now we're seeing the Essex County Sheriff's Department Color Guard and Honor Guard. They're from Middleton, Mass. And they have about 12 members in their contingency. They've also brought along with them a cruiser and a sheriff's van. And they're coming to us all the way from Middleton. We're looking at the antique car that's coming in front of us, and this car and van is sponsored by Councilor at Large Bill Burns. Bill Burns is a city councilor at large in the city of Salem, so we're looking forward to hearing his band. Here we see the antique car, and we can see that Councilor at Large Bill Burns is in the car waving to the crowd. What a terrific car this looks like. We're about to see Councilor Bill Burns, and Councilor Burns is responsible for sponsoring the Sons of Italy Drum Corps. So let's see if we have seen Councilor Burns. There he is, right there, waving to the crowd as he's going by, which is wife Betsy. And Councilor Burns has always done a wonderful job. He's sponsored this band for us, and without sponsors like Councilor Burns, we wouldn't be able to bring you this band. So we're very happy that he's made this decision to sponsor this band. Sons of Italy is a terrific band. They come to us from Haverhill, and they make up about 40 to 45 members. They have beautiful color flags, and the band is just terrific. So we're happy to have them here. We're now being joined by Regina hats today. As for our commentary. And Regina, how was this week? Sons of Italy are performing for us right now. And again, they're from Okay, right now we're looking at the Chowderfest winners. Chowderfest winners are the Bridgeside. They won the Chowderfest this year. You can see that it is the chef that's in the cart, driven by Arthur Injami. So they've participated in every year, so we're really glad that they're here and they can join us. We're now looking at Mr. Neon Signs, who is putting his colorful van into our parade today.
Laura, don't you think this is just the perfect day for the parade? I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, it started out there on Lafayette Street. You just come up and over the rise by the temple, and there before you lays all the color in Salem. It's really magnificent.
Regina, what were the crowds like along the route?
It was jammed all the way along. I remember seeing very few spaces. It was this parade is always a very, very big event in Salem. People from out of town, people from all over the North Shore come down to Salem just to see this parade.
That's great. Well, we're glad that they're here, and I agree with you. We couldn't have had a more spectacular day for this parade.
I
It's
know.
just absolutely beautiful.
Crystal clear blue skies, not a cloud, just perfect.
Just a perfect parade day. Now, I think what we're looking at now is we're looking at the Witches Education Bureau. Terry Colgren is a member of this, and it looks like they've brought a pretty large contingency with them, Regina. How many would you say they have?
It's hard for me to tell, at least over 100. This, starting off here, is the Clan of the Dragon. Very colorful.
They've been in the parade for the past 3 years?
At
4
least.
years? Yeah.
I know in 1992 they had an enormous contingency from all over the United States. They were here as part of the commemoration of the tercentennial, of the witch trial tercentennial.
Well, they have, it looks like they're having different divisions or different groups that are marching in this unit here.
Yes, we saw them gathering. They were gathering up at the O'Keefe Center, and a number of people came in from different parts of Massachusetts and the East Coast.
So we're seeing some more. That this is their caravan here that they're bringing to us. Now we're looking at the antique truck that's coming along our way. Well, we've seen some terrific bands so far. It's been really working out well here. Now what we're seeing is a truck that was entered into the parade by the Salem Kiwanis.
You know, the Salem Kiwanis were with us the other night up at the Common on Children's Night. They stood there from 4:30 till 8 o'clock, and they made over 1,500 hot dogs for the children there.
We see Mayor Neil Harrington and Councilor David Goodrow and Councilor George Ahmed that's up on the reviewing stand. Mayor Neil Harrington looks like he's having a great time. Looks like
they're tossing. Oh, the Kiwanis are tossing candy. There's John Smidelli throwing some candy out from the Kiwanis truck, and some children in the back of that. I think we're getting rained on, Laura.
Yes,
we're
like
getting rained on with Tootsie Rolls.
Now we're seeing the Peabody Police Color Guard. Actually, the city of Peabody has always been a very active participant in our parade. Mayor Peter Trigian has always come with members of the city council.
And he always sponsors the Rawhides marching band, which is always very nice.
Al Cohen is the conductor of the Rawhides marching band, and they always do a terrific job. We're very fortunate that the city of Peabody sponsors the bands and brings it to our parade. It's very generous of them, and we enjoy all the music that they bring. What we're seeing right now here is Mayor Peter Trigian. He's very popular here in Salem as well.
Now, he's always quite a sport to come here for Salem Heritage Days, and the crowd loves him too.
City of Salem's always enjoyed having the city of Peabody coming over, whether it be in the parade or whether it be in the softball game. I'm never quite sure who the winners are at that game.
I was going to say, do you know who won?
Now we're seeing a nice antique truck that's coming to us. Here we have the front view of the antique truck that's coming along to us. And this is brought to us by Jib Motors in Salem. Now it looks like we have the Salem Youth
Hockey. And they're on their rollerblades for the summer.
Rollerblades.
Good for them. The sport of rollerblading is really taking off. Certainly here in Salem, you see them nightly skating around the common. It's really, and it's not just kids who are doing it. There are a lot of people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who I see skating around that common at night.
Well, it looks like it will keep them in practice for the wintertime when they get
That's
back
right.
on the ice blades. So
Keep those leg muscles in shape.
pretty amazing. Look how fast they're going.
Are you a skater, Laura?
I'm not a skater. And Regina, are you a skater?
I skate around the rink. That's about the best I do, I'll tell you. My two little girls skate, though, and up at Salem State during the year, they have a wonderful skating program.
Oh, that's
We're so fortunate in this area to have access to so many teams, and especially for our children to become a member and a participant
No,
in
you're
that.
right. Now what we're looking at here is the Salem softball team. This is the Rockets. They're,
The girls softball
the
team.
girls softball
Hi,
team.
girls.
Look like they're having a good time in the parade.
Yes, they are. I tell you, it's terrific to march in a parade in your hometown.
Oh,
You
sure
know,
it is.
It's really wonderful to walk down those streets, and there are the people you went to school with and the neighbors you knew, and it's really wonderful. There's nothing like it. I think the Salem Heritage Days is really a slice of Americana that has been lost in so many communities in the United States. You know, that Salem is blessed by an event such as this. I think we're just so very fortunate to have it.
I think you're right, Regina, and I think that, you know, we're also fortunate to have the committee members that we have. I mean, without the committee members, these events would not happen and take place. And
Oh, I know.
it really is a labor of love with this committee. I was telling earlier that they start in January to bring them to this point in August. So, and you should know that. I mean, you're the chairwoman of the Children's Night, which is
That's
the
right.
most labor-intensive event that we have. How many children were at Children's Night last time?
I think the other night at the Common we had between 3,000 and 4,000 children. It's just
absolutely
fabulous.
amazing.
Really wonderful.
Absolutely amazing that you're able to organize an event like that.
Well, I tell you, Laura, I don't do it on my own. I have a wonderful committee who helped me. Ruth Brennan was there. A number of people were there to help me out. I couldn't possibly do it alone. Linda Vaughn, Cindy Bates, Dottie Vibert, so many people from the committee. And we had people from North Shore International Insurance and the Kiwanis helping us out, as well as the people from Princeton Crossing. And now, who do we have here?
It looks like we have the senior softball champions. They're the 1995 city champs, and they're the softball team we call the Nets. Looks like they're giving us their chair. They look pretty happy, Regina, don't you think?
The mighty, mighty Nets. There's Amy and Melissa and Chrissy and Nikki. Good for them. And now,
Looks
the
like
end
the
of the
Salem
second
trolley?
division is a trolley with the Palme d'Or Corral. Palme d'Or Corral is well known in Salem.
It looks like they're being sponsored this year by Bertini's Restaurant, so that was very nice of them. I was saying earlier that we really do need to have the support of our sponsors.
That's right.
Without the sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you all these events. So
No.
we're hoping that you're enjoying the whole week, and then recognizing that the people who bring them to you are really just sponsors who are looking to extend some goodwill to the city of Salem.
Right, right. It's their hometown as well.
That's right. And it's nice to see that. Regina. They're performing in front of the reviewing stand.
Oh, I love this beautiful old hymn. The Battle Hymn of the Republic. Isn't this nice from the Pomodoro Crowd?
Jane, tell us what your thoughts are on Salem Heritage Days and the parade.
Laura, I have enjoyed Heritage Days for a number of years, and all I can say is it gets better every year under the able leadership of Linda Vaughn and the committee, including yourself, of course.
Now listen, you're going to bring Hazel in the parade with you today, huh?
Yes, Hazel and Gary and I are going to march behind the division sign, and then I always sponsor a band, so the girls are carrying my banner a little further back in the division.
Terrific. Well, I hope you have a nice time along the parade route. We'll
Thank
be looking
you. We
for you.
always do.
Thanks, Jane.
Good luck to you, too.
Thanks. Now it looks like we're starting our third division with Register of Probate Jane Sturgewald, her new baby Hazel, and her husband Gary Sturgewald.
Yes.
Jane is also a counselor at large in the city of Salem, and
Yes.
later in the parade you'll be seeing that she also was generous enough to sponsor a band in our parade, and there's her husband Gary, and there's Hazel. I think she was just waving to us. What a great wave. Now we're looking at the 27th Lancers Drum Corps. They're coming to us all the way from Amherst, New York.
Oh, terrific. Aren't they colorful? Oh, Laura, look at those gold flags.
Oh, it's terrific. It's
Fabulous.
great. I think they have about 100 members. Look how talented they are, Regina. Well, they're new to our parade this year, Regina, so we're really glad to have them here.
I tell you, that was really a wonderful pace for all those little girls to keep up. This is a long parade. It's a hot day, but they're smiling. Although with a lot of the children's groups, they haven't had the problems with dehydration that they have had in the past.
Now, does it look like we're looking at here Pop Warner cheerleaders in football that are coming to us?
Oh, and they've been practicing all week long, Laura, on the Common. I've heard them.
Oh, really?
Yes. Every evening they're out there
What a group of dedicated
cheering
young
their
little
hearts
girls and
out.
boys. Well, we're always glad to have them in the parade with us.
I know. There they are. Big favorite with the crowd.
Certainly are. Let's listen to their cheer. What a great cheer.
What an inspirational group.
look like they're having a great time, huh?
They do. I tell you, cheerleader's job is mighty important. She's got to keep on smiling. She's got to keep the team spirit up, and she's got to keep the fans' spirit up as well.
Let's see, we're getting some close-up on some of the cheerleaders that are walking by us right now.
Right.
Waving to the cameras.
What pretty girls. And here's the football team.
This is the Pop Warner football team.
Uh-huh. Look at these guys. They're ready to take on anybody.
They're ready to go.
Comers.
We're really glad to have them in the parade. It shows such support.
Yes.
People can go out and see the teams, and it's
That's
nice
right.
to see them at a fun event for them without the pressure of a game. So it looked like they're having a great time here.
Yes. They're mugging for the camera. Good for them.
Well, you can tell that they're having a good time, which is nice. We're glad that they've enjoyed the parade. It's nice that the participants enjoy the parade as long as
That's
the
right.
people that are
That's
watching
right.
it on the sidelines.
Oh, it is. It's great fun. It's the Baker School of Gymnastics. Salem, Mass. These girls are really wonderful. They always put on a good show for the reviewing stand.
They're very talented.
They are. And incredibly limber. They're setting up something now for our city councilors.
Wow, look at what they're doing, Regina.
Can you do that, Laura?
No, and you?
I can do a cartwheel, still. Not much more, though.
How about your daughters?
Oh,
Do they enjoy that kind of
yes, they
activities?
do. Yes, they do. They tend to turn the living room into a gym floor. They're performing a Grease Lightning from the Broadway show Grease. This was a wonderful number in that movie and in the stage play.
Wow, look at that. Pretty
I think it's
amazing.
fabulous.
Definitely a crowd please. The crowd are definitely enjoying these young ladies.
I mean, the other thing you have to remember is these little girls just walked 2 miles in this hot sun.
And the crowd is certainly enjoying them. You can hear it by their applause.
The daughter of Councilor George McCabe. Last year she was our Little Miss Heritage Days as well.
That's right. Now we're seeing coming up towards us, I think that's Bob Fraser's small antique fire truck. So here are the drivers of our little fire truck here.
I certainly do. That's
Bob
a
Fraser.
cute couple of drivers in there.
Look like they've enjoyed themselves in the parade today. Now what we're seeing coming ahead of us is the House of Seven Gables Youth Group. House of Seven Gables Settlement House. walking with a very nice contingency.
Yes, Laura, how old is this settlement house now? Almost 100?
Almost about 100 years, I
old?
think, yeah. They really are a valuable asset to the community.
They really are.
Now we're looking at the band of the Nutmeg Junior Fife and Drum that has been sponsored by Division Marshal Counselor Jane Sturgwell
And there are
and Register of Probate.
her two daughters, Anna and Nell.
That are carrying her banner for her. That's
And
terrific.
I believe that's Rachel Hezekiah helping them out.
Now we're listening to the Nutmeg Volunteer Junior Fife and Drum Corps. They're coming to us from Groton, Connecticut. It looks like they have about 16 members in their band. Nice close-up of the Nutmeg Fife and Drum Corps. They've been in the parade for I think the past 3 or 4 years with us.
Yes, they have. Those are really nice costumes.
It's amazing how young these performers are, and they
Yes.
come such a long way from Connecticut. And it's we always enjoy having them here, but I do think they enjoy coming to our parade and participating in it.
This is Salem Youth Soccer. Number of the youth soccer players with their balls, kicking them. Number of the coaches, there's Steve Touchette. I tell you, some of these girls are wonderful.
Now we can see that the Little Leagues trump are sporting water at the reviewing stand.
Good for them. It's all in good fun.
It's all in good fun, so
And there's Dondo the clown.
hopefully we're going to not fall victim to their little pranks.
Yes.
It looks like they've not. Looks like they've been generous and not inflicted that on us, Regina.
Well, I think the counselors were all very good sports, and maybe they welcomed a nice, cool spray of water this afternoon.
Well, I guess, you know, if you're going to sit in the front row, those are some of there's advantages and disadvantages.
You're on
Now
the
we're
firing
looking
line.
at the Salem State College.
Yes, this is a contingency of their international students. Nancy Harrington has really done a lot to bring a number of students from all over the world to Salem State College, which has just been, I think, a wonderful thing for the college. Broaden their diversity. It's
Look at the happy faces on that float.
It's really, I think, been a boon to the college and to the community of Salem. Some of them
Happy
are marching
faces.
in their native costumes. We have people from Japan and Korea, China. There are also a number of Swedish students this year.
Well, it's always nice when we get to see floats made up from groups such as this, you know,
Yes.
and they're so decorative on the float. And you can, I think the thing that's so nice is that you can tell that they really have enjoyed themselves in the parade
Right.
so far.
And they've taken some time with this.
Have some beautiful costumes. They're bowing to the reviewing stand right now and waving to our cameras.
She's gonna come down and visit you.
are, we're watching as the Salem State College is going by us. We have we're fortunate enough to have what happy faces. Looks like they've had a wonderful time. Now, Regina, what are we looking at right here? Is this Salem Alive?
I think this is Salem Alive. This is the performance group that you can see in Salem every day. She's been saying she's been innocent all summer long on the Essex Street Mall. And she's still having a hard time convincing people.
Now we're looking.
The Indians, the 1995 city champs.
That's right.
Eric and Justin and Peter and Jeff and Andrew.
They have their trophy that we should be seeing. What a terrific looking trophy here. What a happy team. Future
And
Major
here's
League players.
Little Miss Heritage Days. Here are the three girls. This is, what are the categories now, Laura? Mini Miss, Little Miss, and Miss Heritage Days.
Here
Look
they
at
come.
those
Look at
beautiful
those beautiful
smiles
smiles. We're so
and
glad to have them
bouquets.
here.
And to be able to ride in the back of a convertible, isn't that wonderful?
What great smiles. You can tell they had a nice time in the parade today.
Yes, they did. Oh, is this the teddy bear picnic?
That's what it looks
Winners.
like. Regina, tell us a little bit about the teddy bear picnic. That was part of Children's Night, right?
Yes, it was. We've had that now. Barbara Newman started that about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's a huge crowd pleaser and also a draw. This year, they must have had over 200 entrants into the teddy bear picnic, and it's sponsored by New Coke Printing. And we have Best Dressed Couple, Most Original. I also think they had Most Patriotic. Here we have one with the Lion King. Best Dressed
Great.
Couple.
Don't they look terrific? Look at them.
They look wonderful. All those teddy bears.
What a great little
All that
smile.
crepe
Very
paper.
happy.
Look at these, Most Patriotic. Couple of little pilgrims
Isn't that
there.
terrific? Wow. The talent.
And the name of the boat is the Friendship.
Isn't that adorable? Now, Regina, what are these?
Let's see, that might be Best Dressed Couple, and here's another one. Best Theme. I mean, there are a number of categories.
Number of
that you can
categories?
win.
Now, it looks like we're hearing the Tony Berry Band.
Now, the Tony Barry Band, they're always a little wild, but they do a fabulous job every year. They've been with us for a number of years now, too. They have about 20 musicians, and they really play to the crowd.
chairperson of the Little Miss Heritage Days. You can see her walking by us right now. That's in its second year, and she's done a wonderful job.
Yes, in fact, this year we were very lucky to have the Little Miss Heritage Days pageant up at the main stage at Salem State College. And we could use the theater's spotlights and the other facilities there, which I think made that a very special show for the girls who participated in it.
Well, I think what's wonderful about it, especially since it's expanded a little bit, we have events going on at the Willows, we have events going down at the Common, we're using the college now, we're using the baseball parks. I mean, it's really just wonderful. It seems to be getting larger and larger and encompassing more and more of Salem.
That's true, Laura. You know, and I'm always happy to see something like that. You know, it's not just Salem Heritage Days is no longer just at the Commons and just at the Willows, which is actually where it started out. It started out on Salem Common, and then the Willows wanted to get involved. And I think it's fabulous that now that we have the Essex Street Fair and we have things going on up at the college and the college is participating in the parade itself, that this is really a citywide event in every sense of the word.
I think you're right. I think it's finally evolved to that where all different areas from the city are now getting involved, and it's great.
Which is really good. A lot of citizens groups are here today. A lot of representatives from all different portions of the Salem community, the business community, the education community. Federal Street School has a float in this. You know, a number of people do. It's really wonderful.
Now,
we have our Division 4 Marshal, Mr. Michael Ruane, who is Salem State Representative.
we actually weren't able to ask Representative Ruane to say a few words earlier before, so hopefully we'll be able to get him to come over a little later and just talk to us about his thoughts on Heritage Days and all that other stuff. So hopefully he'll be able to join us in a little bit. Now it looks like we're looking at the KOC Color Guard. Pretty impressive hats and colors in their robes.
Very beautiful. I bet those capes are a little hot today, though. Maybe those hats are, too.
Just a tad. Now, it looks like we're coming on to the 20th Cents Lancer Alumni Corps. And they're coming to us from Amherst, Amherst, Mass. They're getting a wonderful reception from the crowd. Beautiful costumes. Look at that.
Yes.
Aren't they beautiful?
You know, a parade is like any other theatrical event. You know, everyone's such a good sport to march in these costumes. I mean, it is hot out there, and there's a smile on everyone's face.
Well, we're really fortunate to have them here today. It looks like there's over 100 of them. And there they go.
Here's Jello, the magic clown. She was also with us on Children's Night.
Her
Favorite.
sister Doris is on our Heritage Days committee, as a matter of fact, which is Doris's birthday today.
Yes. That's right. We were sending a card for her last night down at the Willows.
And there's Jello. Look at that, having a wonderful time. Kids just love her.
I know her sister bagged hundreds of bags of popcorn for us down there at Children's Night this year.
Now we have the Ghostbusters machine. Look at that, Regina. Pretty neat. See the little person in the back? Now we're looking at the North Shore Medical Center marching contingency.
We're so lucky here to have that wonderful medical center at our disposal.
We're very fortunate to have them here.
Cancer Center, the Rehab Hospital, the Visiting Nurse Association.
The Shaughnessy Kaplan. I mean, just a wonderful contingency there.
Right.
It's just, it provides so many services.
And Salem Hospital.
Nice to see you. Have you enjoyed the parade route?
Oh, I love a parade. And this is a great parade and a great day.
Great. It's wonderful. It seems the crowd here has just been enjoying it so much. How has it been on the parade route?
Oh, it's been packed. It's perhaps the largest crowd I've seen along the parade route in almost 30 years.
Really?
But this is my territory, you know. Grew up here and born and raised and kind of proud of it.
Well, we're so glad that you're a division marshal this year. You're always supportive of Salem Heritage Days, and we really appreciate it.
Jailbirds, bathing beauties, and we have a Mexican.
We have competition
Any small
here.
change that you may
Well,
have
that's
or any
okay. We
bills
don't want
would
to
be
keep you
greatly
from enjoying the rest of the
appreciated
parade, but we do
to help
want to.
offset Heritage Day 1995 expenses.
Excuse me a second. No, I love Salem.
Any bills
The
of
people
change
have been
would be
great to
greatly
me. I'm just
appreciated.
proud of
Thank you.
being Salem
Well, it can
State
tell
Rep
that
all these years.
they love you. You know,
Well,
you're very popular. We heard
know-
the round of applause when they saw you coming in.
Yeah, well, like Roland Gauthier said, he couldn't believe the reception I got along the route, and it's very heartwarming, you know. But Salem's been good to me, and I'm just proud to be a son of Salem.
Well,
really.
thanks so much for being our division marshal, and hope you enjoy the rest of
Thank
the
you
parade.
kindly. I love a parade, and I'm sure I will. Thank you kindly.
Great, thank you.
Have a good day,
Thank
folks.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now, Regina, I think what's actually gone by us has been
Some of the Heritage Days clowns, and now we have the Victory Chapel.
which actually the Heritage Days clowns, hopefully, I think that's important for people to understand their donations are very important, whether it be
Yes.
along the parade route or selling the raffles. Now we're looking at the Victory
This is the Victory Chapel. They have the Statue of Liberty this year.
and a walking contingency. There's their float. Very nice float. Well, as we were saying earlier, it is the support of the of people buying chances and the sponsors and the local businesses and the money that are collected along the parade route that really do bring these events to the people who live here.
And also during the fireworks, they also walk the crowd with the buckets. This is the East Beverly All-Star
Lawn Chair Drill Team.
Lawn Chair Drill Team. This is great.
This is great. They're new to our parade this year. Let's look at their routine. Now they're coming to us from Beverly. Well, we're glad they had a good time. It looks like they had a terrific time.
Well, when the parade stopped and came to a halt, as it does during the parade route, sometimes they could just whip out those lawn chairs.
Take a seat. Now we're looking at the Foundation for Salem Public Education.
Right. Funding the Future. This is a foundation that has been set up to help with funding some special programs in the Salem City schools. And who do we have behind them?
Now let's see. Wow, look at these beautiful colors.
Oh, this is the Sherry Atkinson dancers from dance class in Salem. These guys are great.
They have beautiful costumes. Just look at that.
These girls also performed for us during Children's Night.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they did. And as I was telling Linda Vaughn that night, I said, we've got to get them back for next year.
Now, they're actually located in Salem, too.
Yes, they are, right on Essex Street.
Just beautiful costumes. Look at that. Looks like they've had fun along the parade route, and the crowd is appreciative of their talent.
You know, it's hard to realize exactly how much work goes into putting a float together, to put a dance routine together. It takes hours and hours of practice. And I know for Children's Night that these girls started practicing for us back in June.
Wow. Now, it looks like coming up toward us is the New Liberty Jazz Band, and that's being sponsored by Ted Richard, who is running for Ward 2 Council in the city of Salem. And this band comes to us from Bill Ricca. So they're always a very popular band. There we see the trolley, the antique truck coming by us. And we can hear the band in the background. And Ted Richard is the sponsor of this band that's coming to us. That's Ted Richard, who's running for Ward 2 Council. The New Liberty Jazz Band has been in the parade for, I think, the past 4 or 5 years, if not more. They do a wonderful job. We see Dottie Vibert, who's enjoying their music quite a lot. The New Liberty Jazz Band is on a 1945 Ford fire truck with a 10 fire hydrant that they're towing behind them. Well, it looks like we're closing out the 4th Division, Regina. We're getting ready to look at the 5th Division.
And now we're beginning the 5th and final division of the Salem Heritage Days.
Hi, I'm here with Fran Goodhue and Kathy Carlton. They're the division marshals for the 5th Division in the Salem Heritage Days Parade. Fran, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what your thoughts are on Salem Heritage Days?
Well, I think Salem Heritage Days is kind of nice for the city of Salem. There's a lot going on, and I was downtown yesterday at a booth for Camp Nom Keg, which was a Girl Scout camp at one time and now continues to service Girl Scouts, but also House of Seven Gables and many other groups here in Salem.
What's your involvement been with the Girl Scouts?
I've had 40
45.
42 years as an adult and 3 years as a Girl Scout.
Oh, terrific.
That's a long time.
Certainly is. Kathy, how about yourself?
I have been a Girl Scout for 35 years, 10 as a girl and 25 as an adult. And when I moved to Salem, Heritage Days I had never heard of, and that
Okay.
was over 20 years ago. And it was like, when my kids were little, it was the biggest event for the city, you know. And it's one thing that pulls the city together. It's
Terrific.
a citywide event, and it's really nice. And I feel honored to be a marshal.
Well, that's terrific.
know?
It looks like a wonderful day, and I hope you guys have a nice time during the parade route. Have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Well,
I think Fran had said earlier that she's been a Girl Scout and involved with the Girl Scout organization for over 45 years. So we're happy to have Fran and Kathy as our division marshals, our fifth and final division that's coming today. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed the parade so far. It's just been an absolutely gorgeous day. I think that the streets have been lined with so many people, not only from Salem, but from the other surrounding communities.
But you know, Laura, even though, and you know, the streets are packed today, the streets, you know, you and I have both walked this parade when it's been pouring rain, and the streets are still packed.
That's right.
You know, it's really a testament to the people and the citizenry of Salem that they come out for this parade, rain or shine.
Well, they always know what a wonderful job the Heritage Days Committee.
You know, especially Linda Vaughn, you know, she always deserves and a tremendous round of applause. She's tireless.
She certainly is, and she brings a lot of enthusiasm and motivation to the committee members, and is just a wonderful person to head up this group.
She really is. She knows how to delegate. She knows how to keep people moving along at a good pace so that everything comes together at the end, which it does. I mean, they've had a picture-perfect week. Every event has come off flawlessly, and I think that's due in no small measure to her directorship and to her skills as an exemplary organizer.
Well, I think you're right, and she's always looking for new volunteers to come on the committee. She's very inclusive, so
An inspiration.
so we encourage anyone that's interested in joining the Heritage Days Committee to please contact her.
You bet. She takes all comers.
Now it looks like we're seeing in front of us the Winthrop Volunteer Fire Fife and Drum. Great trumpet player. Looks like they're performing in front of the reviewing stand right now. Enjoying this band. costumes, right.
Those pretty little girls in the back. Here's a start, Salem Inc.
But stay, your country's flag.
Hi! How are you?
Pretty good,
I
how
won't
are you?
have to pistol whip you.
But I hope not.
The Star Salem Inc. has really made a number of contributions to the city of Salem. They raised a number of funds to match a city grant that they put into the mass relief program. They also have been instrumental in providing funding for the renovation of Old Town Hall, and they are the ones who are the host for the Christmas in Salem House Tour and for this past summer's House and Garden Tour that took place down in the Salem Willows. It was a beautiful house tour this year, as it is every year.
Now it looks like we're having here the Clowns of America International Inc. Alley 54, as we get a nice close-up shot of
Jay the Clown. You know, as you know, Laura, each clown has special face painting that no other clown will have. And here's Congressman Peter Torkelson. And those wonderful tie-dyed shirts.
They
They're
look
fabulous.
terrific, yeah. Bright and colorful, it looks just terrific. Congressman Torkelson has been sponsoring the West Newbury Band every year, regardless of whether or not it's been an election or non-election year, so we do appreciate that continued support.
That's right. I know, Laura, it's so nice when so many of these politicians sponsor bands, whether it's an election year or not.
Well, we really do need that support in order to put on a production like this, so we're very appreciative.
Yes.
And the loyalty and level of commitment from elected officials who continue to sponsor bands.
Yes, and any of those of you out there interested in sponsoring a band for us next year, you just give Linda Vaughn a call. She's the gal to talk to.
Now, the West Newbury Firemen's Band that we're listening to now comes to us from West Newbury. They make up about 25 plus members.
Oh, I love the sound of those xylophones.
Isn't it great?
It adds a special something for them.
Great music.
Music to march to, Laura.
See the reviewing stand there, certainly enjoying the band. Congressman Torkelson, Mary Harrington, George Thomas, John Donahue.
Well, they were fabulous.
They were terrific. They're going by us right now. There's an antique fire truck that they're with the West Newbury contingency there. Now, Regina, look what we have here. We have the Cora log rollers, which are always very popular, and they come to us from Maine. I'm amazed.
They always make me nervous.
I don't know how they can do that, but we're getting a great shot from our cameraman, Paul Bisson. Aren't they terrific?
They are. They're wonderful. The kids love these guys.
Oh, they certainly do. The Shriners have been in our parade for such a long time, and you're right, Regina. The kids and everyone just really loves the Cora log rollers.
Got it loose. Cut it off.
Now we're coming on to the Salem Community Alliance.
Now, the Salem Community Alliance is from the Center for Addictive Behaviors here on Congress Street in Salem. They've marched in the parade for a number of years now, too.
Now we're seeing our chiropractic contingency coming up towards us.
Maybe some of our marchers will need these guys after they're finished with the parade.
Well, it looks like it's their grand celebration of 100 years. 100 years of chiropractic. Is that before or after the manipulation, Regina?
Hopefully before. Oh, here are little donkeys from animal episodes.
Carlene White also, who manages this group, does a wonderful job. I think they've been down at Children's Night, Regina, in the past.
Yes, we've had them there in the past. I think it was about 3 or 4 years ago, and the children love them. We had them out in a big pen.
Now here we have the donkeys.
And they're pulling those Great Danes.
Aren't they just beautiful? I guess if you're going to be in the parade, I guess a dog's life's not too bad, huh, Regina? Rough life, I guess, huh?
Oh, and they brought some donkeys along the parade route for the children to pet.
You're right, there they are, just walking them along. The kids are really enjoying them. They're having an opportunity to pet them and get to see them up close. Looks like he's almost taken.
The donkey that got away.
Now we can hear the Hills Mills Clown, country clown band, coming to us from Fall River. The crowd just loves this band. They have a great time.
Is that guy doing the flu, Laura?
They look like they're having an absolute terrific time. We have Congressman Torkelson with us right now.
This is the quiet part of the parade right now. And that was the Democratic National Committee, and we appreciate their entrance into the parade.
Congressman Torkelson, thank you for joining us today. Tell me, how was your trip along the parade route?
Laura, it was terrific. I can't even remember how many times I marched in the Heritage Days Parade. This is maybe my 4th or 5th year, and this is the friendliest response I've gotten. And if it's not the biggest, it's certainly one of the biggest years. The weather, the organization is just great. So I think everyone, not only in Salem, because as you know, this parade draws people from all over the North Shore, but everyone's really enjoying the day and really enjoying Heritage Days here.
Great. Well, we were talking earlier that we couldn't bring this parade without the support of elected officials like yourself, and you've always been supportive, whether it's been an election or non-election year, and we're glad that you've been a part of it.
For me, it's important, you know, when you help out in the community, the commitment should always be there. So I'm glad to sponsor the West Newbury Firemen's Band, whether it's an election year or not, just to bring some entertainment to the parade in a small way. But I applaud the work you're doing and glad to help.
Great, thanks. Well, we might be able to welcome Linda Vaughn, who should make her way over here. Thank you so much, Congressman Torkelson. Thank you.
Hey, David, how you doing? Love it. What do you got in the back this year? No sign of it. You know what?
Well, we're trying to bring Linda here. We're going to be listening to the Springfield Marksman Alumni Corps. And here's Linda Vaughn, Miss Heritage Days herself. Linda, how did the parade go? How did it look to you?
Well, from where I am, you can't tell anything. I guess it was okay.
Well, it's just, people have just been here at the viewing stand. They've just been laughing. They're wonderful, positive. I mean, it's a wonderful time. Did you have a nice time along the parade route?
Oh, it was great. Everyone was great. It was really nice. And everybody showed up, and it was a beautiful day, and we can't ask for more than that.
Well, we're saying how we couldn't do it without you, Linda, how you motivate such an incredible crew. So everyone, I'm sure, is happy to be part of this. Anything?
No, and I also think, you know, we all in Salem just really want to thank you for all the work and the tireless effort that we all know goes into putting on this week-long event.
Thank you so much, Regina.
Hopefully you'll edit that out. like they're getting ready to play another number for us, Regina.
in there right now?
Well, Regina, this concludes our parade for us.
Well, Laura, luckily for us today, the fireworks are still to come tonight, so it's Heritage Days isn't all over, but this was just a wonderful parade as always.
And I know that, you know, we've enjoyed this committee quite a lot. You
Yes,
know, how long
have.
have you been on the Heritage Days committee, Regina?
6 years.
It's a long time. Well, it's a wonderful committee. It's made up of a lot of people that are very active in the community, from different areas of the community. So it's, we've said
you know, and I hope maybe after watching the parade and some of the week's activities this week on Salem Access, people will be inspired to join us for next year. It's really a lot of fun. There's lots to do, or there's only a little bit to do, depending on how much time you have.
Well, I think the thing that's also important is this is just an incredible week. It's funny, you don't really know how it's all going to work out when you start working in January. But everyone has a wonderful time. I do think that Lindavon especially Days Committee should be thanked for this.
Yes.
Well, it looks like we've concluded our 1995 Salem Heritage Days Parade and also the end to the Salem Heritage Day Week.
I know. Even though tonight for us we still have the fireworks, the parade's over. The fireworks were canceled last night because of the wind. But, you know, we really want to thank all of our sponsors, the City of Salem certainly for all of the work that they do and the help that they provide us with. You know, the Park Department and the Rec Department, you know, help us out each and every day with the setup. There are so many people to thank. The committee members.
Linda Vaughn, chairwoman of the Salem Heritage Days Committee, the Heritage Days Committee, which is now up to about 40 people. Salem Access Television, who has brought us this parade and also a lot of the other events. We're glad that you're being able to see all these events because they're just absolutely terrific. And the crew, the filming crew, and the staff down at SATV has been wonderful. So if you see them, you should thank them because they're responsible for bringing this into your home. Any closing remarks, Regina?
No, Linda, it's been a perfect week, and I'm just so glad that everything went so well. If anyone's interested in joining the Heritage Days Committee for next year, please give Linda Vaughn or any of us a call. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much for being with us. Bye-bye.